Hi everybody, welcome back to DVC's YouTube channel. My name's Pat and I'm going to go over our newest gun of the month, the SKS carbine. Now the SKS is actually a different caliber here at the range. We've recently become approved for 7.62 by 39 caliber cartridges, which is a bit larger than the 223 we used to be using here. So we introduced a new rifle to showcase the new caliber that we're going to have, and hopefully we'll have some additional guns coming soon enough, so keep your eyes tuned to this channel. So the SKS carbine, this is a classic Russian-Soviet rifle of the 1945-1950s era. This rifle was designed by Sergei Simonov in Russia at the end of the Second World War, and this rifle was first issued to Russian forces in the 1945 kind of time frame. By 1950 though, the rifle was already being replaced in frontline service by the AK-47, which uses the same cartridge but was a more modern design. This is kind of a throwback of some World War II design philosophies with an internal magazine that holds 10 rounds, whereas an AK-47 had a detachable magazine of 30 rounds and could fire on fully automatic. This rifle does not fire fully automatic, it's semi-automatic only. They're actually fairly similar, aside from the cartridge that they share. They do share a very similar style of sight system. The Soviet style of notch and post iron sight system is pretty much the same as what you would find on an AK or an SKS. The SKS does use a short stroke piston to cycle the action of the firearm, and it has a 10 round internal box magazine. Most SKSs come with a fold out bayonet. Ours has had the bayonet removed just to save weight, and we just don't want customers holding on to the blade of the bayonet. It actually folds into this notch here on the stock when it's not being used, and you can pull it out and the bayonet would stick out the front of the rifle if you wanted to look cool while you're shooting it. But for what we're doing here at the range, we don't really need a bayonet on the rifle. We want to make the rifle a little easier for people to handle and shoot. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Alright, so I've got my safety gear on. I have 10 rounds loaded in my internal magazine. Got my target set as far back as it'll go. That gets a little smoky. That's pretty good for the distance I was shooting at, so I'm happy with that. I'll take that any day. Despite the fact that 7.62 caliber is actually larger than 223 Remington on our AR-15s and other rifles, the recoil actually is very, very soft on the rifle. Part of that is just the heft of it. The wood stock does help with the recoil a little bit, but it's just so well designed that really anyone can take this and shoot this despite the size of the gun. It's actually pretty easy to try out. So why don't you guys come on down once we roll out 7.62 here at the range. You guys can take the SKS for a spin. Thanks a lot for watching, guys.